G'day guys, goeiedag, kia ora. My name is Wildkard. Thank you for watching the Wildkard Rugby Show. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, it is time. It is time. All Blacks versus the Springboks this weekend in the impenetrable stronghold that is Eden Park in New Zealand. And boy, the team. First of all, Dr. Rassi Erasmus, right, is messed up all my schedule this week. Because he didn't announce the team on Tuesday like he normally did. He played a little bit of mind games with the All Blacks and announced the team today, pretty much the same time. The All Blacks announced, in fact, exact same time as the All Blacks announced their team. So no surprises, no extra preparation time for the opposition. Everybody got to see what the opposition had to do at the same time. So this actually is a little bit of, obviously, a shift from Rassi Erasmus' game plan. Of announcing the team early and try to get their team to kind of make a response. Depends on how he has lined up his team. And he didn't do that this week. This has been, I think, over the last 4 years, this might be maybe 1 or 2 times he did this. And yeah, this is the other time. In fact, the last time he did this might be against the All Blacks as well. And it might be in New Zealand. One of those games in New Zealand. It was the last time actually Rassi did this where he'd announced the team on the day, the same time as the opposition. Yeah, let me know when was the last time Rassi actually announced the team delayed from the scheduling, from his typical scheduling. But yeah, this is again, mind games being played already. And of course, both teams have announced this week that they're going to be playing attacking rugby. We're going to score tries. So Rassi has come out and said basically, hey, the game plan in Eden Park is to score tries. And the All Blacks has confirmed that, it's going to be attacking intent. We're going to see a lot of tries being scored this weekend, guys. Believe it or not. Call me stupid, but I will bet you, a lot of money that I don't have, that as soon as the first penalty is given out, they're gonna take the 3 points. Both teams will do this, right? I'm sure. As much as they say they're gonna do attacking rugby, the first 3 points are put up for offer. The teams will take it. I bet you the teams will take it. But yeah, it's interesting though. Again, mind games being played within the two teams before the games has even started, and obviously there has been some additional support being called into the All Blacks. I thought the All Blacks looked a little bit, lack of his international experience from last round's performances against the Pumas. So yeah, I guess some of the players, some of the coaching staff probably had the same thoughts. They called him Wang Smith, the Rugby World Cup winner for both the men and women's team, to support the All Blacks. Something that I literally thought could have been Graham Henry, but Wayne Smith makes more sense. He's done this throughout the different coachings for decades at this point. So it's interesting to see that the All Blacks has made that move to bringing in more experience. But man, some of the selection calls today, I am a little bit worried. My initial reaction right now is that I'm a little bit worried for the All Blacks and their undefeated streak at Eden Park this weekend. I guess it's good news for the Springboks in that matter. And obviously there was a little bit of issue for the All Blacks, and this is the first head scratcher that I felt that the All Blacks may have made a mistake already, and that is the halfback, obviously due to injuries to Roygar, to Ratimer, to Hotham, so that Finlay Christie is the most experienced left available, and then this comes down to who's going to be reserved. They have caught up Noah Hotham instead of Fakatava, in my opinion. Probably a better option there. Kyle Preston's been caught up instead of having Fakatava, who's already. I know Fakatava has a different style that doesn't fit into the rigid, game plan that Scott Robinson likes to play. But I felt like in debuting somebody, it's not nearly as good as having somebody who's already played in a test match before. So yeah, this number 9 selection there's a big bit of a question. And another big thing, in my opinion, is the selection of Rieko Ioane again on the win this weekend. And Scott Robinson was asked about this, and he basically said, they want it. It's kind of like, they trust him. It comes down to loyalty And he just it feels like a selection based on loyalty. I remember back in the day, not that long ago, when Ian Foster was running the team, and a lot of people were saying that Ian Foster, based on a lot of his selections on loyalty, he was criticized a lot for that. And sure enough, Scott Robinson clearly didn't read those articles and decided to select Riku Ioane and dropping Sevu Reece in the process as well. So they had, what's his name? We'll look at him in a second. They had a different winger there to replace Sevu Reece as well. Yeah, so a bit of a loyalty selection there. And Graham Henry came out and said, this is it. Icing is right there. Just get the cake. Essentially saying that the All Blacks got what it takes to win this one. Yeah, Graham, I'm not sure if you saw the selections. I am a little bit worried, to be honest. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a quick look at the selections and, my initial reactions. I am going to have a preview video on this tomorrow for the lineup for this game. But I'm just going to go through the initial reactions for the selections. So the Springboks has gone to a very, very, very experienced team. Probably the strongest team. Stronger than the teams that play against the Wallabies, in my opinion. And in addition, Sia Khaleesi has not been named the captain despite being on the field. So there is a bit of a change of mentality towards the future, and also obviously with injuries returning from some of the key players as well. This is a very, very, very strong selection for the Springboks. With the addition of Vili LaRue, finally available to fullback, something that we were deprived of seeing in the second test against the Wallabies, which was named and then put out late. So maybe he's going to get put out before Saturday again. We'll see if that's going to be the case. But yeah, so Rassie, again, such a monumental game. Decided to go for the 5-3 on the bench. And despite, there's a guy named Ethan Hooker. I don't know who that is, but he's definitely not a hooker. He's definitely a center. And again, it's an interesting selection here with a 5-3 against the All Blacks when you have found so much success with the 6-2. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this is going to work out. But hey, overall, I'm very, very worried for the All Blacks, to be honest. So let's have a look at the players for the Springboks first. Coming in at number 1, Ox Nche, the man who does not eat salad, will be at Lucette prop. Malcolm Marx get caught in number 2. Thomas Dutoy returns number 3. This is basically the start against the Wallabies. Evan Nesbitt gets number 4 jersey. He came off the bench against the Wallabies in the second test, I believe he was. And then, now he's back in the start. It will be looking for a big performance for him. Warming him up for this one, I guess, the previous couple games. Ruan Nokia gets caught in at number 5. Marco van Staden gets number 6 jersey again instead of Sia Khaleesi. I am not too impressed with Van Staden's performance at number 6, to be really, really, really frank with you. I still prefer Sia Khaleesi at number 6 and somebody else at number 8. But this is something that Rassie is moving towards regardless. Number 7, we got Pieter-Steph du Toit in the open side position. Number 8, we got the Sia Khaleesi for the number 8 once again. We'll see what time he gets taken off the field as well. Usually around half time. Is he going to get a bit extra time because he's playing at 8? We'll have to wait and see. Coming in number 9, we got Grant Williams. Again, speed. I thought his kicking game has improved a lot against the Wallabies. We'll see if that's going to be executed from the Knipe jersey at all, because 100 Pollard is on the field. But we have seen some tricky kicks out of him against the Wallabies that has yielded a try for the Springboks in the first test. And Henry Pollard comes in number 10. He was really, really good against the Wallabies in the second test. Much better than I was expecting. Goal kicking and the overall game management was really, really smooth as well. Kanan Moody is the only surprise selection, I guess, for apart from Hooker, who's not actually on the bench. Kanan Moody ahead of Kurti Adensa and the other new guy, or I guess the other new guy is at number 14, Van der Merwe is at number 14. But yeah, Kanan Moody gets caught at number 11. Interesting, he can double up as the outside center there, so maybe this is the kind of the idea here. They're gonna have the hooker coming on as a center, and then have Moody move to the wing at some point. Sorry, move. So that's anyway. I don't know. Moody is gonna be here. Damien de Allende coming number 12, really good against the Wallabies second test. Jesse Crew number 13, absolutely outstanding, and he gets the captaincy as well. Continue the captaincy. Cheslin Kobe comes in number 14, and Vili LaRue gets caught in, number 15. Hopefully he doesn't get replaced by Apaleta Fassi like he did against the Springboks. I really want to see him play. It's been a while since we've seen him in a test match. Coming in the replacement for the Springboks on the bench, Jan Hendricks Vessels, number 16. Bowen, the fat Thor Venter, comes in number 17. Got Wilco Low, number 18. Lou Diaga comes in number 19. And Albertus Smith comes in number 20. Kobus Reinach, number 21. Sasha Van Bergen Gomezulu, number 22. And then Ethan, not a hooker, comes in number 23 for the Springboks. And overall, this is very, very strong for the Springboks. I really can't say too much about the selections. Faf de Klerk has been caught into the camp late, but he hasn't really played for the Springboks. I haven't seen much of an issue out of the Kobus Reinach and the Grant Williams combination for the Knights, so really no need. There was a bit of an injury to what's his name? What's his name? The hooker, what's his name? Anyway, yeah, there was a bit of injury to God, I forgot his name. Anyway, when I'm filming, I keep forgetting people's name, but you'll come to me a bit later. I'll talk about it. But yeah, looking very, very strong for the Springboks. Fairly consistent with the selections against the Wallabies, and that cannot be said for the All Blacks in this test. Do they really think that Eden Park's gonna just give him, too much of a home ground advantage to lose this one? They're really testing it a little bit, in my opinion. So the All Blacks selections for this week. Come in number 1, we've got Ethan the Groot. I am Groot. Number 2, Cody Taylor. Number 3, Fletcher Newell. This was pretty much the start for the All Blacks against the Pumas. And coming in number 4, Scotty Barrett. Again, Scotty is selected ahead of Fabian Holland because he's the captain. Yeah, the governing trap, isn't it? You've got somebody in here you can't really replace because you're naming him the captain, even though he hasn't really been the top of the form compared to his peers. Coming number 5, we got Tupavai. Number 6, Simon Parker. Again, Simon Parker, number 6. Surely, like, Dalton Papali'i will be better. I mean, what's the other guy's name? Surely, what's his name? P-Now. Didn't he play in the NPC on the weekend where they lost? I mean, it's surely there's a better option here than Simon Parker at number 6. I think Simon Parker's from the Chiefs. Yeah. I know Blackadder has had an injury. I mean, it's surely. Let me know. Surely. Coming number 7, we've got Adi Savea, the vice captain. Should just be the captain. And Wallace Satiti, number 8, returning for the All Blacks. Number 9, we're going to talk about injury issues. Finlay Christie, the only one left by elimination. He's got kind of like the selection by elimination. Number 9, Bodie Barrett gets number 10 once again. Rico Ioane, we'll talk about this already. Head scratcher. Number 12, Geordie Barrett. I thought Geordie Barrett has been pretty decent for the All Blacks, to be fair. Lots of people felt like he should be playing more physical style, but I just think that he brings something different for the team. Anyway, number 13, we've got Billy Proctor. Number 14, we've got Imoni Narua. That's the man that's come in and replaced Several Reese. Again, I thought Narua is great. I talked about having him in the team, but I thought he was going to replace Rico, not replacing Several Reese. But hey, at least I got half of what I wished for. Narua is in the team. Number 15, Will Jordan. Again, it is what it is. I think it's not a perfect backline for the All Blacks. Billy Proctor, he hasn't delivered for me, in my opinion, the last 2 rounds. I felt like, I really didn't think Billy. To be honest, Billy Proctor's performance in the last couple of weeks, I actually wish it was Rico Ioane at 13, to be honest. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this backline for the All Blacks. And finally, the reserves. Sami Sonny Taukiaho comes in number 16. We got Tamati Williams, number 17. Tyrell Lomax, number 18. Fabian Holland, number 19. Duplessis Karifi, number 20. Kyle Preston, debuting, number 21. He probably won't get any game time. He'll probably just be, if Finlay Christie gets injured, he's going to get put on. Number 22, Quinn Tupaya. Number 23, Damien McKenzie, the D-Mac. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this selection. I felt like, Billy Proctor, if you don't want to put Rico, you want it at 13. I think Quinton Tuaya could be at 13. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And again, politics in New Zealand hurting themselves if they lose this one. Richie Mo'unga probably should be in the team. It is what it is. We'll see. I guess the streak has to be broken before the All Blacks finally starts to learn from their mistakes, right? We already talked about this already. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. So on the weekend, there was the second round of the Pacific Nations Cup. Fiji had a good outing, 32-10 over Tonga. Japan had an outstanding outing against Canada, 57-15. The Rugby World Rankings, despite these games, was not changed really for the men's. The girls obviously had the World Cup going, a few changes at the bottom there. And then we've got the Wallabies has also named their team. The Argentinians, surprisingly, hasn't named their team yet. Has named their team against Argentina this weekend. So we've got the Wallabies coming in number 1, Tom Robertson. Billy Pollard, number 2. Tanela Tupou comes in number 3. Nick Frost, number 4. Top Hooper, number 5. Rob Valentini, number 6. Fraser McRae, number 7. Harry Wilson, number 8. And with obviously, Big Willie has been recalled to France. Not available. Nick White, number 9. Tom Liner, returning from a bit of a head concussion, gets to the start, number 10. Corey Toole, number 11. Lenny Kitao, number 12. Joseph Akusu Swali'i comes in number 13. Max Jorgensen, number 14. Andrew Callaway, number 15. Ahead of Tom Rye, obviously injured as well. Brandon Paenga Amosa comes in number 16. Angus Bell, number 17. Zane Nongo, number 18. Jeremy Williams, number 19. Carlo Tazzano, number 20. Tate McDermott, number 21. And Rabbit, number 22. Filippo Dalgunu, number 23. And then that's pretty much it. The Argentinians hasn't been named, but Thomas Lavalini has landed a contract with the Highlanders, who will be playing in Super Rugby next season. Six Nations has announced free TV deal for Ireland till 2029, which is good. We've got some big injury for the French team. Uriah Moefana is out for 3 months. We'll miss out the November Test series. And then, Bongi Bunabi is the hooker that was injured for the Springboks and replaced by Faf de Klerk. And Tamati Williams finally has signed with the All Blacks till 2029 for the British and Irish Lions tour. So massive extension for a massive prop. He is absolutely crucial for the All Blacks in terms of I think they need to lock him down forever. Just sign him a contract till he's like 35. He is outstanding and definitely someone they need to keep holding on to for as long as they possibly can. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Tomorrow will be more details, breakdown on the analysis on the All Blacks versus the Springboks game. But let me know your thoughts about the initial reaction. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And see you later. Cheers.